Works at road junctions.
Keep two-way traffic flowing past the works if possible. If you can't, traffic control or a diversion will be required and you should refer to your supervisor.
If the works are in a side road, place roadworks ahead signs with supplementary arrow plates on the main route. Turn to pages 44 and 46 of the code for details. Where works are situated near, but just past a side road junction, the cone taper can start on the approach to the junction. There's a warning. When working adjacent to or on road junctions controlled by permanent traffic signals, you should consult your supervisor, manager, or other competent person, and the highway authority must be contacted. Approaches to signal control junction. A work site on the approach to a signal control junction can cause significant traffic disruption at the junction itself. An adjustment of the traffic signals may be required, so consult your supervisor, manager, or other competent person who'll then consult the highway authority. At signal control junctions, if permanent traffic signals are not working or have been turned off, you must ensure that light signals ahead not in use signs are erected on all approaches. Permanent traffic signals are often replaced by temporary or portable traffic signals for the duration of the works. If pedestrian lights at a junction are affected by the works, the crossing point should be closed off in a similar manner to that shown for pedestrian crossings on page 51 of the code. Permanent traffic signals or pedestrian crossings can only be switched off or replaced by temporary or portable signals with the approval of the highway authority. The diagram on page 46 of the code shows guarding and signing for works at traffic signals on a road with a speed limit of 30 miles an hour or less. Appropriate advanced warning signs should be placed on all roads approaching the junction. Consult your supervisor, manager, or other competent person where the road has a speed limit of 40 miles an hour or more. Works at roundabouts. Use advanced signs to warn traffic on all approaches that there are works at or near the roundabout. Use keep right or keep left signs to guide traffic around the coned-off work site. For single carriageway approaches, try to keep two-way traffic flowing if possible. But remember the width restrictions. See page 52 of the code. However, if the worksite makes the road too narrow to allow two-way traffic to pass, and shuttle working is not practicable, you'll need to consider restricting the road to exit only from the roundabout. See page 48 of the code, case A. In this case, the traffic usually entering the roundabout on this road will need to be diverted. This requires the permission of the highway authority and needs to be pre-planned as adequate notice has to be given. Consult your supervisor. Extra cones may be needed to restrict traffic to one lane going towards this exit, with additional advanced warning using road narrow signs provided on all approaches. Use keep right or left signs to guide traffic past coned areas. Works in the circulatory area of a roundabout. Movement of traffic should be maintained if possible. Guard and cone the works and provide advanced road narrow signs on all approaches. Use keep right or keep left signs to guide the traffic past the work site.
Where works are going to completely obstruct the circulatory area of a roundabout, consult your supervisor.
Varying the number of lanes on the circulatory section of a roundabout can distract drivers. Therefore, consider coning down to the same number of lanes on the approaches unless the traffic pattern dictates otherwise. Lane dedication signs might be needed. Vehicle turning paths need to be carefully considered to ensure the rear wheels of long vehicles do not hit the cones and ensure there is adequate width on the restricted approach. Works at pedestrian, cycle, toucan, and equestrian crossings. Only the highway authority can authorize a crossing to be taken out of service if a pedestrian, cycle, toucan, or equestrian crossing has to be suspended owing to works. See page 51 of the code. You must ensure the suspension has been authorized by the highway authority, Agree with the highway authority what, if any, alternative arrangements will be provided for users of the crossing prior to suspension. Ensure crossing not in use signs have been erected. Ensure zebra crossing globes, signal heads and push button units, including any tactile rotating cones under the push button unit for visually impaired people, are covered. Disable any audible warnings for visually impaired people. Erect barriers across the accesses to the crossing and close both crossings if the work spread into one or both sides of a crossing that has a central refuse. Works in a bus lane.
Any works within a bus lane might require additional signing and traffic management.
A temporary traffic regulation order may be required if the bus lane is to be closed. If your works are going to result in pedestrians or other traffic being diverted into a bus lane, it will be necessary to discuss suspending the bus lane with the Highways Authority before work begins. For emergency work, consult your supervisor.